There's an altar wrought with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words the poet used. Now the muse, she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves. Till in the stillness of wonder, and still in its misty crown, the muse, she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. The poet came down to the lake to call out to his dear. When there was no answer, he was overcome with fear. He searched in vain for his treasure lost, and too soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back at his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as her disguise. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is said on moonless nights they may still haunt this place. That's how you reshape destiny. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
I swear it's working. I hope it's working. Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone outside and in between. How you doing? I see a Pixie. Tedo is obviously hanging around. How is the everybody? I hope you are the birdies goods. Maybes. I know Pixie's lurking. I assume Pixie and Tedo are both chasing ghosts, which is why they'll be lurking. So I started the stream a bit later than I originally intended on, for better and for worse. The worst part being I hope to get through the last 2 chapters of the main story today, I say last 2 chapters of the main story. The story actually continues past that in a pair of epilogue chapters, but I kind of want to get the main story done today. We'll get the epilogue done tomorrow. Ah, that's good to hear. I've turned down the mic volume a little bit at the mixer, so hopefully I should be peaking less. I should sound a bit less, like, in your throat. Unfortunately, my voice is still very bassy, so there's not much I can do about that. But I might be able to just, hang on. Go into filters, is it? No, it's just... Yeah, I don't know what to do there. Huh. Uh-huh. Anyway, yes, hello. Shall we, come on, controller. Shall we, continue then? Is the subtitles working okay? I had issues with them. Can you guys see them okay? Please and thank you. I heard a yep in the background from Tato. Okay.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the Dark Presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, Al, this is not
And it's
good.
nighttime.
That about sums it up.
And Barry has one hell of a hangover.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Bye!
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
2 manuscript
Stay cool.
pages.
I can get the emergency power on.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it. But it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
I'm gonna wait till Tiki gets here before I explain the whole deal with Nightingale. Because unfortunately it takes a bit of out of game media. I wish it didn't.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper.
Have the shotgun, have the revolver, have our trusty flashlight. Oh, there's more reasons to sympathize with Nightingale.
Come on, let's get back to your friend.
This is
Wheeler,
where...
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I can order one, Al?
I'm just looking to see if there's a manuscript pages. Thank you, game. Thank you for what, game? I'm confused as to what you're thanking game for.
Yeah, I know it's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something. She says Night Springs, okay? So I guess she... Yes, sir. Okay, No, she's okay. She's just busy, so she asked me to... Oh, no. Actually, I'm a literary agent, sir. I'm just helping her out because she's busy right now. Well, the one you'd most likely be familiar with is Alan Wake. You're kidding? Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir. I'll tell Al you said that. That's really nice. But listen, I really need to make some more calls here. You got the message, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, thanks, sir. Bye now. Hey, the sheriff's dad is a big fan, Al. Said you're the best thing to happen to crime fiction since James Elroy. I think he was a little drunk, though.
How many of these are there, do you think?
Hello? This is Barry Wheeler. I'm calling on behalf of the sheriff. Sarah says Night Springs. Okay? Okay, bye.
I'm only gonna see how many, like, if this
Hello?
one...
Hi, Barry Wheeler.
Okay, it's
I have
just
a
gonna be
message from
repeating the
Sarah.
same basic premise of a conversation there, I think.
Okay? Bye.
Flares. Knew there was something hidden away.
Hello, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. Barry Wheeler calling for Sheriff Breaker. She asked me to tell you. Wheeler? Ma'am,
Do we really want to go through the door the sheriff was just eaten in? Not Sheriff, Nightingale.
Oh, Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
Does anyone think it's a little, Sarah's a little quick on the uptake for this shit, right? Like, she isn't just, like, she's just taking it on face value that some weird shit is happening.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
The lights would be on again. She put the emergency generator on. It's safe to assume all of this are cop buildings. What is that? So, ladder. The fact that her immediate thought was to call her dad. That was lucky. I must walk straight into that. Makes me think that maybe her dad did before he retired. Because they mentioned somewhere that her dad retired. I'm expecting birds, probably. I knew it. Quite possibly this is the path. Yes, yes, Jaded. Huh. That could have been death. FYI.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
Okay, maybe...
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Maybe the sheriff doesn't know, but the dad did and told her just like a generic password to work for. Eh?
Oh! Ow, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
No, my first stop is an ammo box. It actually makes sense to have an ammo box here. Emergency box even. This thing still has revolver ammo. Don't mind if I do. I'm a little concerned that I can actually do something to this car, right? Weird? What do you mean, Dad? You'll know it when it happens. Yeah, effectively. I mean, the real question is what was the radio presenter and that got to do with it? Well, that was the float. Bye, float.
Freeze!
What I was saying before this, if you guys decide you want to play through it yourself and maybe explore it a bit more than I have, one option, like, the original Alan Wake is really cheap. At one point it's given away for free. And the only real difference, like, the only big difference visually between this and that is this has high resolution textures, a bit more level clutter, and a much better draw distance.
Okay, stick close.
Really, of the three of them, it's only the draw distance I notice, and only in certain areas. Like here. Where the city is. Things like that fresh seafood thing is a bit invisible to us. Hey, Angel. Enjoy your work. All you've missed was Nightingale getting eaten. He got eaten by the darkness. And, turns out Sheriff Wheeler's, not Wheeler. The sheriff, I can't remember her last name, is completely escaping me, is, turns out that her dad may know a bit more about this, considering that her first thing was to call her dad and say Night Springs as a code word. Which is one hell of a code word. I'm getting rid of this because I do not trust that this isn't going to come back to us. It might come back to us, and that would not be a good time. Still wondering, I mean, the fact that I could write in that float makes me think we have to take out the DFS float. Right, I've got a flare for this one. Also, Sarah actually uses her shotgun, which is kind of nice of its own. Which way?
Over here, Wake! The chopper's in the other direction!
Maybe. I still want to see if there's anything hidden here. There was. This one wasn't even telegraphed. Yeah, the Foley is really good. Even now, there isn't really music, but that cold howling of a otherworldly wind really kicks you in the ears. I see something glowing over there. Is that a light, or is that a... It was a dead end, so, you know. Oh, it's not a dead end.
The air smelled of fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
This is entirely extra and unplanned for.
Fishing can be a hobby.
Flares are really best used with... Oh, that was a flare gun. That was the wrong gun. Flares are best used when you get surprised like that. I definitely saw yellow arrows, right? I'm not being silly. Up here? Aha. Excuse me. Yes, I literally only came here to explore. I didn't expect to see any arrows at all. So, you know. Small wins and all that jazz. Come on, Sarah. I did not see that arrow. Sarah? Did I bug Sarah behind something? Oh, that's her over there. Okay. I had this feeling I just completely bugged her out of position. But she had actually come around with me, you see. Hey, look. Don't you hate when the zombies are crawlers? This is why you always explore.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now. Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
Oh no. Oh, can we actually go into the men's room now? Nope. Not yet. Is there other things? Ah, there are other things. Revolver ammo. Exactly what I needed. It is a silly song.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
Max cat, max batteries, max water. Actually ended up needing those batteries in the end. Of course we got attacked in the toilets. Oh, god damn it. Sometimes, for some reason, when I'm playing this, the mouse will bring up a whatever Explorer window I had open last. It actually does do a little bit of damage, but you basically need to empty half your revolver to kill even the most basic of mobs while doing it.
Wait, over here! There's light!
Also, I appreciate that they gave a reasonably good reason. Like, setting it around Deerfest was a convenient reason to railroad us.
It's an ambush.
Oh, second time we've seen one of these. Ah, shit. Whereas these guys are actually immune to like the passive torch. I have to use the active torch in this. Or flares. Flares are good. Nah, that's just Barry Wheeler Knight. Hi, Knight.
Let's go, Wake.
You missed Nightingale getting eaten by the darkness, I'm afraid. But hi. More flares. Yeah, turns out he actually has a reason for being a bit of a drunk asshole, but I'm going to tell people that reason if Tiki arrives today.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
You can say insulators, but
The keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
I like that they comment about just taking a quick look, but there's nothing up here. I mean, in all fairness, they don't really have the time to muck around with that shit. Oh, hey, Cynthia's been up here. I think. I'd assume Cynthia at this point. I mean, who else would be leaving these around? Huh?
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Helicopter key.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay.
The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake, let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Hey look, it's Jeremiah Springfield. It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon and hotel, all operating from the same building. Sounds about right. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. It Wabbit season. At least it, like, the work light has the same amount of battery charge.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Get the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
Bob the Bear, Black Lace, Farewell to Sanity, Good Father, Bad Father, Conspiracy of Faith, Peak. This way you find Alan Wake's book in like the bargain bin.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
Almost missed that.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Oh, so she also ended up through the ringer like Alan. And it was definitely her leaving the caches.
I don't see Barry.
Found Barry.
Look, Wake! Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
I just couldn't think of who else it would be by this point. She was very... She had a crush on Tom. She said, like, we had a thing, what was it? TZ loves CW in a heart or whatever. Remember, I have played through all of this, so I know these twists, but, a couple of things here and there I just might have forgotten in the few years since I last played this. Like, I forgot Cynthia Weaver's exact link with the, icons or one. Sorry, Ted, am I too loud? '68th Annual Deerfest. Might need this. I also need to make sure I don't have my flare gun out. Flare gun? If you look at the top at the icons, the flare gun icon looks just enough like a pistol that, if I'm not paying enough attention, I just end up getting them muddled, you know? Better reload. I'm not paying just enough attention. It's close enough out the corner of my eye that I do get... He also shares the animation with it, so...
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Oh, Barry. I love Barry. Okay, lantern, just in case you missed it. Flashbang. Flashbang. Because, you know, it's obvious that you need flashbangs for Deerfest, right? I have a feeling we're not going to get in this church very easily, are we? Concealed firearms are prohibited.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
Alright. I need the shotgun for this, because speed is essential. It's a good thing I got... Good thing I got the better torch. Oh, it's these blast assholes.
Right there.
I wish I could just, like, actually throw the flare more than just drop it at my feet. It would be much more helpful, I think. First spooky episode's done. Hello, circus tents? I guess this is my first question. Hi, Tiki! Oh, Tiki. To fill you in on everything that's happened, we were arrested, Nightingale got eaten by the darkness, Sheriff Weaver is surprisingly clued in on this concept, and the secret code word for phoning her dad when weird shit goes down is Night Springs. So something weird is happening. And we've been running through the streets trying to get to the helicopter. Get to the chopper!
Okay.
Okay.
It's open. Let's go, Wake.
Now that you're here, I can tell you exactly what happened, what was the deal with Nightingale. Nightingale's story was unfortunately cut a bit short in the actual game. So they, if you bought the limited edition, although it is possible to get PDF of these quite easily, there was a little booklet. Yeah, kinda. But like, as I said, they had to crush a bunch of things. They basically had to wipe a lot of Nightingale's story a bit late in the game, unfortunately. Which, for better or for worse, was pretty bad. But the short version of it is, if you actually get a copy of the Alan Wake files, which incidentally was written by the guy you meet in the nightmare, who apparently was dreaming about Alan Wake the whole time. That was explained in the files. But Nightingale is not here on official business. Nightingale actually had his badge and rank stripped from him for becoming a violent drunk. The reason why he became a violent drunk was because his partner was starting to see a lot of the things that we are seeing here, for reasons that will be explained. And Nightingale sort of brushed it off until it was too late, and it drove him absolutely mad. And the more he looked into it... Oh, is that a box I can actually access? No. The more he looked into it, the more he read up on some of the things that Alan Wake wrote. And it turns out that a lot of what Alan Wake wrote in the Casey books happened to Nightingale and his partner. Now, Nightingale was already in Bright Falls, investigating the darkness and that, because of various leads or what have you. But when Alan Wake came to the town, he basically went mad and blamed Alan for everything that happened to his partner, what happened to his career, etc, etc, etc. It was going to be this whole big subplot, but because they had to strip the game down so much, it's explained in a piece of documentation that you would have to be told about to know it exists unless you own the limited edition that was only ever released on the Xbox 360, or a digital copy of it, which I think was on Steam at one point, or like that, and a couple of manuscripts that we can quite easily drive past if I don't know where to look for them. So I'm sorry to say that it's a bit of a letdown, but if they had put it into the game, it would have been a really good side plot, I think. It's just a shame that Nightingale was so...
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
When you accidentally recreated 16-bit era by only explaining what an NPC was on about in the game manual. Yeah, according to a couple of the developers, the fact that they had to strip Nightingale down so much really upset them, but they had no choice. They couldn't strip him out because he was too central. By the time they had to strip stuff down, he was too ingrained in the main plot. But they didn't have the chance to expand him like they wanted to. He was an unfortunate casualty of bloating budgets, a lack of time,
We're almost there. We'll have to go
and
through the
various
basement to
other
get to the
things.
parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a
He
bad
does.
idea.
It upsets me too, but unfortunately, yeah, it's one of the... It's probably the biggest flaw of this game. They managed to keep so much, at least vaguely consistent, in-universe consistent, but then Nightingale just comes out of the left field, is basically a nothing burger for the entire story. And then, like, hang on, let me deal with this. He does, kind of, but Hartman's at least introduced earlier in the game as a thing. Also, we didn't actually see him get eaten by the darkness. It's heavily implied, but we didn't actually see it happen. But no, what happened, it's actually the first 2 manuscripts of this.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
So he did start going after Alan Wake because he found some parts of the Departure manuscript. All of the manuscript that this is written is Alan Wake's Departure, which is the story that Barbara Jagger pushed him to write.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
And that's how we saw him, that's literally how we saw him die. Yeah, it does make a lot more sense when you realise this was supposed to be an open world game that basically got stripped at the last minute, because it was. The reason why it got stripped at the last minute was they just couldn't get it working on the Xbox 360. They tried their damn best, but a lot of it was obviously they had budget problems, but they also had like a literal performance problem. The 360 couldn't do what they were trying to do.
Did you call 911?
Hi, buddy. Hi, Barry.
Yes, that one saw the light, huh?
Fuck me, Barry.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
God damn it, Barry. Okay, Taylor. I'm sorry about the state of the kitchen. I know I let it slip. Oh, I better check. Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to check that I'm not actually connected. Yeah, according to my Bluetooth, I'm not connected to the shell, so you should be fine. So I need to read up. Like right to help a functional result and not. Hi, what's that?
I was grabbing the hub before I get it.
Are you okay?
June's really sick.
Oh no. Do we need to go up there?
No, she's with mum at the minute.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna give
Okay. We can go up there if you need to, okay?
Yeah.
Promise?
Yeah.
We can cover it.
I know, it's okay.
Okay.
Love you.
We'll talk about it after stream, as I know when you're trying to avoid a conversation. The thing is Microsoft was pushing for some of this, but Microsoft promised Remedy.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor.
Okay, Barry.
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Now, like the PS3, Microsoft promised more hardware in the 360 than actually it transpired. So a lot of them developing shit, a lot of the developments that were made were on dev hardware, which was more powerful than the actual console.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Oh, that's what's keeping Alice sane. I am in full agreement with you, Tiki. when like smaller projects seem to do better.
School bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license. You're cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
Hope is a big force. Oh, look, Barry, it's right, Barry's just looking at him and doing damage.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
That's the thing, you can tell that they can do incredible things just by what this game looks like. This is just like a basic remaster. They didn't even really redo the models, right? Well, they did, but they didn't redo any of the geometry. They mostly just gave it like a texture overhaul. I am connected to the show. I'm sorry, Tato. Hang on. I don't know why this happens. There you go. Tato, do you want me to take a break so we can talk about things? They gave it a paint job. They gave it a very good paint job, bugs aside.
I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Like they're on the this is built on the control version of the Northlight engine. They gave it a really good go. But a lot of the underlying design and DNA is just, here's a bunch of stuff we wanted to put in the original version but couldn't because, you know, money and stuff. Hey, let's grab the ammo, flashbang, flag ammo. Can we go in here? No. Okay. Oh, the darkness isn't happy. Okay, Tato. For sure. Give me a second. It's a tower defense mode. It would make sense, it's a big lake. Makes sense they'd have a Coast Guard copter. Oh, there's a flashbang. Ow, son of a...
Try to stay alive, Wake. Everything I did on the checklist.
I like that. I'm skipping everything I dare on the checklist. I mean, it works. Dark Barb doesn't like the idea of the writer getting away with it. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to create shadows now so that the lights don't immediately fry everybody running towards you. Is that cool? Oh, I should have reloaded. Flashbang. Good thing I've been hoarding flashbangs, really, isn't it? Oh, that's got a manuscript page on it. I think. Was that just... No, it's just the lighting being... Really... Oh, Jesus. Really bright. Keep the lights on. Okay, I'm out of hunting rifle ammo, so I'm going to pick up this shotgun while it's here. This is... Nope, it's just shotgun ammo, isn't it? Okay. On we go. We are moving!
Put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Oh, great. Birds.
Hold on!
Ow!
Son of a bitch!
Oh! Felt that in my legs. Wait, you're in a helicopter. Just do a spin, right? You'll be able to use your back. You'll be able to use your tail rotor to slice and dice. Damn it, I lost my work light. Yeah. And so is all of my guns. Son of a bitch, Wake. Stop dropping your guns! Well, at least I've got maxed out revolver ammo now. And batteries. 2 batteries. Yeah, goddammit, Alan, get a holster. Yep, I literally just have my pistol now. Oh.
I have to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Why is there a chest full of pistol ammo? Yep. You missed. Alright, I'm gonna have to run around until I don't have the ammo to waste here, even with a chest full of it just up the road. So, more specifically, I don't have the batteries to waste. Ah, shit. Yeah, I knew about that. Presumably for a Call of Cthulhu game. I mean, yeah.
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Yeah, it's a Deerfest hunting festival, so that explains some of the guns. Mainly the chests of them. But they wouldn't be revolver ammo, they'd be, rifle arrow. Honestly, as a side thing, I think it's an inspired thing to give Alan a revolver pistol. The darkness was... Where's her face? Like, instead of giving him just like a Glock or something, they gave him a revolver. So you do end up reloading. If you fast reload, you do have to press the X button 6 times in rapid succession to reload the whole thing. Fuck it. We're not gonna survive otherwise. Thank you, dodge. Jesus, that was close. Shit. It's open now. Yes. Dodge. Not dodge. Ah, damn it! I got beamed on the back of the head. Funny to me to think this town is so obviously a horror game setting. One probably happens every couple of weeks.
Chain for the door to open.
Coffee thermos. If everyone keeps losing their guns like Wake every chapter, you'd practically be walking on things. I am really looking forward to the sequel for this, so. Control gave Remedy the money to actually do what they want to do with Alan Wake, and I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, I'm stuck against it. I'm stuck against everything. Like, Control was their biggest success by far. Let's see. That was close. I want to go and get the ammo. Control was a well-earned success. They really built into their... they actually do have a name for it. They call it the Remedyverse, with all of their games tying into each other like this. They were doing it before Marvel made it cool. Jaded is correct. That is exactly what happened. Not the gang part, but the Barry doing the thing. I do like the idea of it being a Scooby gang. No, Control was an earned success, but because of Control's success... thank you. Because of Control's success, they actually managed to convince someone to fund an Alan Wake sequel. Because when they announced Quantum Break, Sam Lake, the director, also known as the face of Max Payne, but he's like the main director slash runner, like CEO or whatever company, and he basically turned around and said, "Look, we want to make an Alan Wake sequel, we really do. But the fact of the matter is, no one will pay for it." That was what was happening with Alan Wake when they announced Quantum Break. As he just said, look, Alan Wake has sold over 3 million copies, but it didn't sell 3 million copies enough, like fast enough for us to be able to go to publishers and go, look, you can pay for this. So they ended up doing Quantum Break and then Control.
There's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the Old Gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just... yeah, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
That is good. As I mentioned already, that Poets of the Fall are the old gods of Asgard. So that's a weird thing where it's one of those music videos that actually references this game a lot. Ow! need a flare. A lot of depth through these, but it's entirely feasible that it's just the same shades coming back over and over again. I don't think they ever discount that. The darkness can take many forms after all. I mean, if they've been taken, there's nothing saying that they can't, like, it's like, shit. Yeah, this one's actually quite hard. They've been taken, there's nothing saying that they can't just, like, continually be reformed by the darkness.
And here's a new song from a band.
You know?
They always remind me of...
It's already become quite clear that darkness is capable of doing weird things to perception. Yeah, I mean, what's stopping them? The darkness may not have physical form, but there's nothing stopping them from reusing physical form. Because, I mean, fuck, some of these people literally come out of nowhere. Ah, shit. Come on, let's drop the flare. Thank you. Yeah, this is actually really hard. Don't have to make another Alan Wake, I just need to make multiple cardboard cars. But it's that thing, it's, they are just shades of the people they took, but also, importantly, if you remember, like, she only really needs, I say she, the darkness only really needs the body of most people it touches. The reason why Alan is so together is because it needs the mind of Alan as much as it needs, like, more than it needs the body. Lost somebody. There's a big boy somewhere. Damn. There must be a... Can I just run through this, do you think? I got the flares out. Get the pistol to sort of distract them.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me.
Yeah, that guy just kind of appears. Hang on. Dump the flare to... Aha! I don't know what's happening there other than lots of slow motion. Okay. Sometimes, Just gotta run that shit in. Yeah. Multiple shades just makes sense.
Glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
Thank you, Cynthia. At least we've got the flare gun now. That would have been useful in that room. Checkpoint reached. Always a bit unsettling. Oh, hi. That looks like that could hurt. Specifically, it looks very shocking. Can I do anything about that, do you think? Oi. Hey, Alan! Looks like you're on the wrong side of the river! Oh, I fucking love The Mummy. Me and Tato sat down watching The Mummy in our living room. Hi, buddy. I want to get to that page. How do I get to that page? Do I just need to be really careful jumping over this? Can I even jump over this? Nope. Okay. Ow. And jump up. Ah ha ha. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Hey, at least we don't need a generate. Like, they're sensible enough to not be like, you're required to turn on the... You're required to turn on the generator when you're this close to the power plant. Oh. That idiot just walked clean into an electric wire.
I can't open the maple syrup. Can you?
Why do you want maple syrup?
I'm putting it with the rhubarb.
You shouldn't put maple syrup with the rhubarb.
I'm caramelizing it.
You're caramelizing the rhubarb with maple syrup.
And with the apples.
And with the apples. Judge! Jaded, you're the resident newfie. Is this something you can do? I trust Tato, but also she's not Canadian.
Can't open the jar. Just open the fucking jar.
There you go, honey.
There is. I might need to go out for more butter.
Why? We got hello.
We're low on butter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I have a flashback. It's caramelizing rhubarb using maple syrup. Rhubarb and apples using maple syrup.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Bless her. She legitimately worked her ass off for so long to protect this town. And the world beyond it, almost certainly. Yeah, I'm not 100% about the flavour mix, but I trust Tedder's cooking. Plus, to be fair, rhubarb is just so good on its own. It's to replace the brown sugar. We out of brown sugar. See, the maple syrup has a smoky taste that goes with it, though. But I think the rhubarb should override that. It might be alright. Smoky rhubarb. Oh, okay. I always found maple syrup to be like... have like a slight smoky taste. That could just be how I pick it up, you know? Can I shoot these boards, do you think? No. Okay. I was hopeful. Not that way. No, I have weird taste buds. Jaded probably doesn't taste smoky.
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
The thing about maple syrup is you need to kind of have the right maple syrup. Maple syrup can very easily be too sweet. What you need for that is a crowbar. Ah, yeah, we need to go full half-life on this shit, right? I guess we're going this way. I want to say we're missing a manuscript page, but I don't know for the life of me where it would be. Like, where it would have been. You can tell things going to hell, though, with all of the crashed cars. The maple syrup we have has a very nice, smoky, like, golden syrup style taste. It does have a definite taste. Hello. A gravity gun would put us on a more equal playing field with the darkness. I mean, I could see that. Oh hey, a rotary bridge. I honestly came in here because I saw the green light. I thought it was a radio. It means it's amber maple syrup rather than the overly processed clear as... That was weird. I think the darkness is... Yeah, the darkness is fucking with that bridge, isn't it? Rather than... Else you can over-process maple syrup and it loses all of the colour and most of the flavour. What? No, 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 no! Ah. Ah. I keep forgetting that Star Citizen not only has trains, but has fucking train schedules you need to keep up. Damn you, Stephen King! Why couldn't it have been sort of something, at least something smaller than a sparrow? Or smaller like a sparrow. Oh, don't say about softs. There's a great now let's watch this Night Springs episode.
Dreaming of being butterflies or butterflies that dream of being men. Such philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Hello, Martha. What did you want to show me? Oh, Lydia. Thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
Potato.
Martha. Oh, that's amazing.
Come on. Just a maple. Oh, that's good. Awesome.
If any of you lot doubted me...
Nobody doubted you.
No, but you did. Love you.
I didn't doubt you.
Isn't it just? I found it here this morning. It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh, how did you get here?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
No way. To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
I guess the temptation is to call it whole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack of reality.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with two old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start, but I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore him?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be one already. Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh, my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell? It's a fine line between the stupid and the sublime. Night Springs.
I reckon that's one of Alan's episodes. That was good. I like that. That was very good. Oh, hey!
We managed to lose the flock. You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. I'll give you support.
In a second, I want to see if there's anything to find out here. Also, by support, do you mean giant floating flashlight, please? Oh! I was right. They're actually using the spotlight. That's neat. Ah, son of a... In the middle of my backswing! spotlight, they don't last very long. I got hit in the face with a bloody axe. Get out of the way, I'm aiming for the person in the distance, not you, you fucker. Axe dodge. Cinematic axe dodge. I don't need... The flashbang's a waste here. I don't think I even have any. I only have the flares. So... Power plant. Yeah, I unfortunately only had the... Oh, birds. Hey, look, more. Do I have a flare gun for this time now? It's like the darkness is breathing. Flare! Honestly, for dealing with people, well, crowds of people, the flare is more useful than a flare gun anyway. At least for... Like, a flare gun is good in an emergency, oh crap, I need to survive this quickly, but a flare is better for crowd control. Safe haven.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
You sneaky bitch. You've been giving us an idea of where to go this whole time. I love it.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver! Cynthia! I'm a friend!
Prove it!
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song! You can help me!
About time! Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you'll need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Yeah, this is amazing. It actually feels like a safe room. I saw lots of shit like this. What's that? Oh dear. and buckets of yellow paint. Called Imi.
I have been preparing for these times, the dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can. Yes, please, take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we? Hurry! The switch is on the wall facing the shore.
Darkness wait in my dreams. I miss you, Tom. Oh, bless her. In all seriousness, you can't really blame her for going slightly off the rails over these years. Especially if she was also.
Take you to the well-lit room if the lights in the pipe go out. You must go outside to use the emergency.
I know, Cynthia. I'm having a look around first. Jesus. Like, if she was also touched by the darkness, which we were told she was, then, you know, she's actually done very well to stay this sane this long. Okay, not this way. $30, 40 years, yeah, about. This game is set in 2008, I think, so... Can we not flick that breaker? No. Yeah, her behaviour is perfectly rational considering the circumstances. Come on, I'm gonna trick you into the back up. Alright, you're not gonna back up, are you? She's basically ostracized by her community because they thought that she lost the plot after Tom went down on the island.
Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Exactly. I mean, would they have believed her? Rule number 1, never go out at night. In all seriousness, if you came out of this and you hadn't seen this shit, you would think that she was a crackpot too.
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Oh, great! It's one of these puzzles. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This also makes kind of makes sense as a sluice gate, so you kind of expect it to do this shit. Okay, so that one does that one, and then there we go. Don't read much or any horror. I also don't read horror, but Cynthia specifically seems like a really well-established character that seems mad as a box of weasels, but in reality is very reasonable, just aware of a horror. Yeah, I mean, like Alan said, if you've been living this shit for decades, you'd be a little nuts as well.
Who designs these things?
Oh, piss.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
But the darkness is coming. I believe in a thing called love. Rule number 3. Always remember the lantern. Did we miss rule number 2? I'm pretty certain we missed rule number 2. I don't know where. Rule number 2. Keep the lights on. Honestly, I'd go further than now. Not just I'll do this to help me, but whatever Cynthia wants has to be a good idea. Yeah, at this point I probably. Oh, hello. At this point I probably wouldn't be. Oh shit! Hang on. Flashbang. I wouldn't be anywhere. I wouldn't be anywhere in this. I would definitely be a lot more understanding of people like Cynthia after putting up with this shit for this long. Okay, flashbangs don't work against this guy. Oh, they do. It just took 2 flashbangs. Well, it would have been 3, but you know. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, someone who loves horror, I can confirm she's pretty with it. Okay, she's turning all the lights on.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story. And none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light. The darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain.
This explains
This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit
why
room.
no one has ever heard of
Okay,
Thomas
I need to
Zane.
call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Could have been the jealousy.
Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
Remember, metal pipes don't necessarily mean Faraday cage. Pipes can actually
At least I didn't
increase
have to worry
signal.
about her. She knew how to stay safe.
So yeah, she explained what happened to Tom. No one knows him because he literally wrote himself out of existence to save the world. Which is probably why no one knows about the old gods of Asgard. They probably sung themselves out of existence to try and keep the door closed. That makes sense? Oh no, it's not buried, it's just out and about. Like, that's a really, I really like that little touch. It's like, why haven't we heard this guy? Oh, that's why.
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
Wrote himself out to keep people from trying to use him in encampment, or alternatively, literally to save the world. If he unleashed the darkness, maybe it was the only thing he could do to keep the darkness within. No? Maybe it was literally the only thing he could do. If the darkness was using his love for Barbara as a door, effectively, to escape. Yeah. Hang on, I need to flashbang. May have been the only end of a story he could write at that point that didn't free the darkness. Exactly. Tato, if you're still in chat, did you decide if you were going out? Birds! Fuck you, birds! Is this just bringing me back up there? Oh no, is this a secret? Oh, it's just bringing me back up there, it's just an alternate route. Okay. Oh, I almost didn't see them. In fact, I didn't see them, but I did hear them. Fucking Hitchcock, man. Oh yeah, I was saying about sloths. There's... So, SCP Wiki. I'm a massive fan of the SCP Wiki. But I'm actually more of a fan of the side stories people write rather than the actual entrance. Because you probably also want to pick up cream. I don't know how good the cream is in the fridge. And one of the side stories is basically... It's similar to this, actually. In the premise, but... Oh, hang on. That's what flares are for. But there's it's basically a killer sloth. It is quite, it's quite the story. Oh no. Tato? Twitch? Anyone? Is it just Tato or is it everybody? I need to check. When Tato says Twitch, please, I need to check. No, seems fine. Okay. Here's your connection. Okay. I was saying we might need cream, Tato. Because I don't know how good the cream is in the fridge, if you intend on having cream with hot crumble. Or warm crumble, as the case may be. So I need to get rid of these birds before I attempt anything. They're just so persistent. Are you sure you want to get it? And because I know your signal's dodgy with stream. It can wait. We don't have to have it. Okay.
Barry! Sheriff Breaker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Good news, everyone! They didn't die. Probably. Is this when we see them as taken? That's the twist. The final boss fight is against Barry. The well-lit room.
Barry! Barry! Hang in there, I'm coming!
I'm so glad you can cancel an attack animation by shooting them. Hey, you two.
You know when to make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The Flaming Eye of Mordor?
Ah, laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
$26 revolver bullets.
When you spend most of your night running uphill while the crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe, you know your helicopter crash landed in Night Springs.
Woo! Oh man!
Okay.
I really want to do this, Al.
12 shotgun bullets, 38 revolver bullets, 18 batteries.
I should have kept that gym membership.
It's okay, Barry.
You see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
Why do we always end up taking elevators? You should never take an elevator in an emergency.
What the hell is that thing? It's everywhere! Crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Al! Do something!
It's highly improbable.
He's too fast. I can't get a shot.
There! No, there! Al, they're all over the place!
No, you don't.
There we go. Have a tank of gas and a full pack of cigarettes. It's dark and you're wearing sunglasses.
That was...
Hit it?
Wow. I think we're okay.
Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes open.
Please, Al, let's just stay here where it's safe.
No, Barry, you got shit to do.
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Ramirez! Okay, we have 11 flare gun ammo. That's actually very good. Barry, I've had the bad feeling for like 2 weeks. Been like 10 days by this point, I think.
Oh no! Oh no!
They're coming. We have to hold them off.
It's been a very long 10 days.
Shooting.
Are you tracking it all the way back to Wake's on-air meltdown? That would make sense.
It's almost here.
You hear yet? Ah, good. The elevator's filled with light. Helpful. Come on, Sarah. I mean, it's possible.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
careful, okay?
Okay, Taylor, take your time. You able to still tune in? Why is everyone suddenly doubting people? I don't know! Paul Bunyan would actually be eagerly
There's a
welcome.
button over there that opens the door.
Ramirez!
I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
Push the button! Ramirez! Drink the Kool-Aid! The Darkness were a hair metal band from the 00's decade. Shit.
What's going on? We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wade. You just look after yourself.
Hello, Darkness, my old friend. Sometimes it's better not to... Yeah, fuck you too. Oh!
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
Oh! Ow! This is why you always have insurance. Nistio's smart enough to do that. Write a get out loophole. Oh, I think some of the textures are corrupting. We might have an Alan Wake crash in a minute. Well, he brought the darkness to fruition, didn't he? So, it's, like I said, it's that whole thing. That thing banging around is that bit of, well-lit room. Okay, they're all gone. The thing banging around is the wire coils I didn't destroy.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Neat, but it can burn out. In fact, it just did burn out. Uh-oh.
Enough. You will go no further.
Hello, witch. I saw something over here I want to get. Fuck!
Stop now.
I reckon the darkness is aware of what's I thought there was things there. Okay, run. Oh, there's the darkness tornado again. Actually, a spot you could boost. That's one of those rare things in this where it's actually close to realism. You can boost stage spotlights like that, but if you do it too long, it blows spot. So you don't actually want to do that. Help it. FYI, this seems like one of those stage bits that you will always survive. No, you need to keep moving. That thing will kill you. It will catch up. Where am I going? In here. Okay. Stop dumping cars on me, you bitch! Ow! I hope Taylor is still watching. We're about to... Look, is now really the time?
Wrong, but it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
I really hope Taylor's able to watch.
There's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
It's a vault. Sponsored by Vault-Tec.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
None of you motherfuckers expected Chekhov's light switch, did you? Still kind of lost in the layers of meta. Heisenberg's clicker 2 places at once. So, in short, Alan, I want to love the idea of Zane writing Alan into place like that. But it's Alan writing Zane writing Alan into a place like that. Alan is, like, Zane is just a... I think it's Alan writing Zane, like, it's either... There's two ways of looking at it. This is how I look at it. There's two ways of looking at it. Way one is... Yeah, let's pause this. The first way is Thomas Zane, knowing that shit was going to go down, wrote the entirety of Alan's story. So Alan exists because of Thomas Zane. Which would make sense if you think about it, because Alan was born in the 70s when all of his shit was going down. Never knew his father, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The other way of looking at it is Alan wrote Thomas Zane into the story as, like, a way of getting around the rules of fiction, kind of. By writing Thomas Zane as a mystical out-of-body force, he can pull this shit in and it still kind of makes sense. I prefer the first idea. Yeah, I prefer the first idea, but I think the second idea was the original intent. I don't know. I really don't know. I think this is too much matter for me. Like, the first I'm... If I'm honest, I'd rather... I don't think they ever quite clarified it, so I prefer the first idea. I think I'm going to stick on the first idea. They might clarify it in Alan Wake 2. They definitely didn't clarify it in Control, so I don't know.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You know Zane, Thomas Zane, you're the Lady of the Light in the song.
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this. I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
I know that one, Alan.
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun. I wasn't sure I'd make it out there without some painkillers.
Pills here.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message. Al! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. As she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show!
No, this is 2 years prior. This is when he released his last book. This is when he released Sunstop. Hey, look. Yeah,
I'd
it
been
said...
a guest on the talk show the previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
Also, Knight, are you still here? Knight Valian, you still here? He might not still be here. How many of you have played Max Payne and Living Memory? The first two, Max Payne specifically.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Gallic Show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the 2 of you out there who haven't bought it.
This is very well written. I
Ladies
like
and
this.
gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for Sam. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you.
At least I've been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, honey. Did you watch the show?
I didn't
And
say
Poets of the Fall in the
anything
background.
that you wanna know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you gonna start with me about drinking now?
You know
I should have followed her
Go back to
advice,
sleep, Alan.
but suddenly I was.
Sorry, I shouldn't have walked in.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
You missed Max Payne himself, Knight.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Damn it, the one time I get up. Sorry, Knight. Just like, go to this point in the VOD and
Somehow,
rewind it
the clicker was the key to the
5
cabin.
minutes.
I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice.
Honestly, it's a good VOD. Hey.
I'm going back to the lake to finish
You
this.
press the button.
I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave. Good luck, Al.
I mean, I suppose it's
See you
possible,
later.
Jaded, but it's also possible that he's there for other reasons. Too much meta. Oh, Barry. Hi,
When I
Teddo.
got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
I mean, Sam Lake. Maybe Sam Lake does indeed play Alex Casey in the Alex Casey film. Taylor, did you see the bit about the clicker, or did you lose signal? Because we were arguing about the meta of it all.
Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
The short version, Teddo, is Thomas Zane left a manuscript in the box, in the shoebox. The shoebox was supposed to be the... Oh, you're here. Hello. So Thomas Zane wrote in a backup plan. He had to write his entire existence out. He wrote in a backup plan. Anything in this shoebox that was his would survive. And inside the shoebox was a bit of documentation telling the story of how Alan got the clicker. And under the documentation was the light switch, the clicker.
Aww.
So, like, we were having a... The meta layers, yeah, it's getting a bit too meta. So there's two ways of looking at it. Either Alan wrote that Thomas Zane wrote the page for Alan, or alternatively, as Alan is in his mid-30s, which at the time of this game in 2008 would put him as being born in the 70s, Alan was Thomas Zane's backup plan.
I can see that.
I prefer the latter. I think the latter. The second.
Yes.
Sorry, Taylor forgot what latter was. Because that's just, like, the former's just too many layers and not as cool.
The former would be Shrek.
Former would be Shrek? Why would that be Shrek?
Because onions have many layers.
Go to hell. Anyway, we're in the final chapter now. Although we're not. We're in the final... It's a bit complicated. The short version is we're in the quote-unquote final part of this story, but there is an epilogue, which 2 episodes of epilogue, which continues and explains a bit more. And not in a, hey, look, have a bunch of extra exposition. No, this is actually really good. We're playing through those epilogue episodes. They're episodes they wanted to put into the game, but didn't. Because of, you know, various reasons. Majestic Motel. This is a motel, right? And it's like a... Is this a motel, or is this just a... No, okay. We need to pop into the Majestic on the way through. This is the only bit of open world exploration that actually survived the development process. And you can see that they were intending on doing it, because, like, the car physics aren't terrible or anything. A lot of it just works. Like, we can go down here if we want. I don't think this down here actually, Oh, there's actually a... Seriously, even the original Alan Wake, while the draw distance was very, very short for, like, the high resolution everything, it still looked great. It still holds up today. The remaster was just part of the deal with Epic. I'm pretty certain they could have gotten away without one. Didn't have full flower either, but it should be okay. Well, thank you very much, Taylor. I'll get to it shortly. I want to get up and around. Oh wait, no, ammo. Ammo. Do I... What kind of, what large gun do I have? I don't have a large gun. Now I have a large gun. Yeah, honestly, for me, the thing that really betrays that this was going to be an open world game is the fact the cars don't drive like shit. They actually put in physics engine and that for drivable vehicles, and they actually work, rather than it being the, now I have a long arm, ho ho ho. Rather than being, like, the Fallout experience for a vehicle. Oh. I have to go around. Can I go down there? Oh no, I go... Oh dear.
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
I will kill your wife.
It was sunny, but the darkness is linked to us, so it's probably going to follow us around a fair bit.
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
The darkness is scared. Yeah, pretty much. The darkness has grown in power to the point where it don't give a shit anymore, and Alan Wake is probably the most powerful being on the planet right now. At the very least, the most in control of these kind of events. Is this Majestic? Ah, it is. Majestic Motel. We're having a look in here. Hang on, I need to scratch my ear. We're having a look in here because if I remember right, there's some Nightingale stuff in here somewhere. Wow, look at the booze. So many pictures of various... It's been there a while, you know?
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
So I'm helping myself to crumble while it's still hot. It's really good crumble. It's because you bought all that rhubarb. We went to Aldi. We may have left with a bunch of rhubarb stalks. Hi. There's only 8 sticks. For some reason I thought it was more. 8 and one that was like a shoestring. I remember the 3 apple. 3 apple, not free apple. Jesus, Moose. Talk properly. Speak properly, damn it.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
How much shotgun ammo do I have? 6. I prefer the rifle at this point. Hang on. I have an interaction bug. There we go. Yeah, but I struggle with... Oh! Keep finding... I'm struggling with my pronunciation, which is... General information. Refundable $100 security deposit required for all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Checkout time is 10 AM. No loud music. No pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 PM. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or vet, ask about our discounts. I'm seeing what secrets there are. But I do appreciate that they put in... They just put in a thing. You could just completely ignore this. You have to stop and look. Anyway. I saw a sports car. I'm going to take that. Thank you very much. When I say a sports car, it's more of like a Starsky and Hutch. Oldsmobile. Is that what these are called? I can't remember. It might actually be a 44 though. Oh well. And now we walk along a bridge. Buick, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. Oh, fucking barrels. Ow! At least I got the danger torch.
What the hell?
That's fine, it's just throwing bits of bridge at me now. Ow. Damn it. Oh, at least it was here. Note to self. We have flashbangs. And flares. Flares first. The boats of the 60s and 70s. Boats are good descriptions.
What the hell?
Fight your way past the poltergeists. Teddo, you're the expert in these. What do I need to do? How do I survive poltergeist? Dodge. Okay. Shoot the floaty things or dodge. I trust your expert knowledge in this. Oh dear. Poltergeists. The flares are more to get continuous damage at this point, to be honest with you. If I wanted a straight kill, the flashbang or the flare gun would do it. But I wanted to, my main thing was to make sure I was getting continuous damage. Ah, fuck off! Right, we're doing it the hard way. The hard way, the easy way. At least he doesn't. Oh, he does. Honestly, I keep seeing. Oh, I'm on a. I keep seeing that glowing thing. I think it's a manuscript, but it's a broken piece of. Ow! I was dumb and I ran on the wrong things. Hang on, I'm more of this crumble. Give me a second. Nom nom. It's good crumble, okay? Anyway, flare gun spam. Flare gun spam? Flashbang spam.
What the hell?
I was stuck. I couldn't even move. The range on those flashbangs are actually really good as well. There. If it weren't for me dying, I wouldn't get eat my crumble. Nah, I'd find a way. Oh damn, I've been pinned into it. Oh. They don't even give me a bloody checkpoint. They just pin me in there. In Soviet Alan Wake, barrel shoot you. Right, let's just take it slow and steady. me some actual range between the poltergeists and what I'm moving towards, so I actually have time to dodge. Notice as well that the poltergeist bridge parts, they sort of do that, you know, in like old animations where you have the painted backdrop and then the cells, and the cells are quite obviously different from the painted backdrop. That's kind of like what's happening with these poltergeist bridge segments. They're an entirely different shade of colour and everything. I love being stun-locked. It's my favourite pastime. Where did you go? Did you get... I think it glitched inside the van. Okay. That one stank. Okay. Let's drop as much high damage as we can, as quick as we can. That makes sense, right? Okay, so turns out you can just get outright pinned and die practically instantly. I didn't even get a chance to move, man. That sucked. That just sucked. I forgot how much trouble this bridge gave me.
What the hell?
Should be okay as long as I'm quick with the batteries. You gotta dodge that arm, practically one hits you, dodge it. Yeah, I know. But if I didn't have a chance to dodge it, what am I supposed to do? Because I had no option there. I just got hit basically as soon as I got into the arena. I managed to get to hear without taking any damage at least. Flashbang and flare gun. Okay, it just took 2 direct hits with the flare gun. But that was doable. The tricky part was just actually, you know, getting myself in a position where I could do the damage. Oh, that's... I thought that was Okay, I'm forced to go this way. Oh! You missed. That fucking plane? Oh, train? Hang on. You missed. Checkpoint. Had to see if there's anything up here. I'm expecting jump scare? No, just flares. Shame we can't, you know, drive the truck. It's a boat. It's just a random set of boats here. Okay. That makes some sense. Considering everything else in this game, that makes about as much sense as it can do. Just like the wooden fences that you cannot get through no matter how hard you try. Buses at me again. You missed. I mean, they do, yes, but even so. What's the colloquial name for it? Postcrete. Can I get in this thing? No, no driving. No driving for Alan. Hey look, a totally not USPS van. Run. Just run. Flashbang. 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 Ah, I got pinned. Taking it more on how badass Alan is. The truck screeches to a stop and taps a red while still slowing. Alan just steps out of a door out of which. Ah, yes, the Kung Fury method of getting out of a car. It's just not the same if the car doesn't have an AI voiced by the Hoff, and you surf it over a jump, right? Okay, flares to distract. This might be better than because I can walk with the flares and they can't get near me. As long as I hold the button down, I can walk with the flares and they can't get anywhere near me. They have to back up. As long as I can get into that light. Manuscript page.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The Dark Presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
That's how desperate the presence is to stop us getting there. I see fire and light up there. And looks like that's the way we're going. Fuck. Oh hey. Freebies, you say? Thank you, Cynthia. Ah, son of a... What I wouldn't give for just like the tiniest of vaults. Please. All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it first. You pull it, you must bring your own tools. Wear protective clothing. Warning, jump piles may shift. Hazardous area. I'm a big fan of pour your own shit junkyards. Oh, hi. That was the wrong fucking gun. Okay. How much ammo do I have? 11. Actually might be a better option than the shotgun for the moment. You guys don't mind that I'm doing the detours, right? Like, if you do, I'll just stop. Be my guest, be my guest, die in darkness like the rest. Oh, I had to come up here for the gate anyway. I was unaware. Make sure I got the right gun out. I'm swapping cars regularly because they actually don't have that higher health pool. And it is quite apparent that, they will do a bunch of damage to my vehicles. Oh. Game developers making arenas not look like arenas challenge. 2023. Where are we going? Aha.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
Just kept going and going and going. He cut the heart out trying to kill it. That'd do it. Well, no, apparently he did not kill it. Oh, come on. This is an interesting quick time thing, by the way, because you only have to redo each failure. You don't have to redo every part, you know? So if you fail once, you don't have to redo the one. If you fail twice, you have to... Yeah. Tut's in a lot of fun. Forgiven definition of fun, yes. Oh, fuck. Clean off. Oh, okay. Flare gun. Okay, my car's out of commission. Look, all of the flare guns are bazookas. So a really powerful weapon in this game. Thank you, developers, for giving me a replacement car. It's almost as if you knew what might happen. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alan Wake Drift! Unfortunately, this section's a bit of a remnant.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
The constant stop-start with vehicles is unfortunately one of those side effects of the game being open world and then being not. Follow. Okay. Oh, we're full. What was the game that Tiki you mentioned? Right to Die or something like that? Where it was a similar thing. It was originally supposed to be an open world, but it got killed really early and it just left a mess. Look, one person can push a car if they put enough back into it. Ride to hell. Thank you. Complete with power plant level. Was it the random that was like beating the shit out of us?
Never give her to you.
Oh shit. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? There. Turns out a bright enough searchlight will, or bright enough light will kill them even if they've had their darkness torn from them. Okay. Come on, into the light you come. Come on, oh yeah, gonna use a trick. You missed, you bad steward. no. Just straight no. I don't know why this is oddly reminding me of those videos of people surfing on their fucking cars. You know, they give it a... Oops, I'm down a hole. They give it a slight push and just ride it down hills or whatever.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
I like that as a thing. The dark place entirely depends on who you are. What do you see in the dark place? Is it Garth Marenghi? Can be shaped by you, but still has its own will.
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Honestly, I don't think you're even shaping it. I think it's your brain trying to make sense of it, I think is a better description of the whole thing. It's not that you're shaping it, it's that your brain is trying to make sense of everything that's going on, and typically having a bad time. Oh no. I completely forgot about this. Choo-choo! I was focusing the torch on him, but it didn't do any damage. Oh, we got the speed. Oh. Alright. Up we go. The brain's giving it form and taking the physical world. Bit of column A, bit of column B. In this case, it's taking the form that Alan is giving it, but it's a bit more than that. But I don't really know what I can and can't say before I finish the epilogue. Does that make sense? Seems a bit silly, but the epilogue actually fills in a lot about what the Dark Place is, and I don't want to 24 pump action bullets. Prefer the rifle, but, you know, go with what we've got more bullets for. Also, I guess the more in tune with, not just the more creative a brain, but the more in tune with the idea of the supernatural in the first place. Yeah, they say a few times that Alan had this idea that the clicker from his father had mystical power to it. Really just a children's fantasy, but at a young age he was obviously open to the idea of nothing else. Like Dumbo's feather. Exactly. And just like Dumbo's feather, it's not necessarily actually a thing you need, is it? Hello, shady bastard up on the top. Coffee thermos. By the way, I think I worked out how to hide the achievement pop-ups. I just set it to do not disturb in the overlay. Turns out it hides achievement pop-ups just as much as it hides conversation pop-ups and shit. Unfortunately, it's not made entirely clear that that's what you need to do. And I don't have any friends on the Epic Store except for Tato. So, I think Tato wouldn't message me on it anyway. Ergo, I didn't know that that was a setting I could use. Well, I assume it's that. We've not seen a single achievement pop up since I turned it off. And there's been at least one case where I should have seen one. Oh yeah, the dark place is bleeding into our reality a little bit by now. The Dark Presence is two different entities, I should point this out. The Dark Presence is very getting very powerful right now. Right. We're close, aren't we? I wonder if She Says did an out of bounds on this. I can't imagine he would have done, because it's a bit, fuck off! It's a cult favorite, not exactly a big hit. I might just have to flashbang. Or run for a light source. Why not both? Ah! Son of a... Alright, how far behind am I? Oh, that's not so bad. I hear a tired Tato. A very tired Tato. That gives me enough time to actually start this motor. We have a technique. Took me most of the game to get there, but we have a technique. Aye. That is a boat prop. And that's just a building. You need to stop dropping buildings. Actually, no, it's not a building, it's part of a boat. Dropping boats on me, damn it! Flashbang. Coffee crumbs. Is it possible that Dorothy stopped by for a visit? I mean, we have had the Dark Tornado a few times, so it's possible it's a Dorothy at this point. I went from... Oh well, at least we managed to get this checkpoint. That's the other thing about these things you have to rush to get. They are checkpoints, they're legitimate checkpoints. Flashbangs. Steady darkness. That's not where boats go. Or the infamous joke. Cargo space? No, cargo land. Cargo road, that's it. But we have 13 flashbangs. I'm fucking using them. I mean, to be fair, those specific mobs are supposed to be like high health, so it's fine. We don't usually get many of them, so, you know, again, it's fine. These guys are kind of tanky ass fuckers anyway. Besides, I got 9 flashbangs. I'll just keep dropping them as I go. Oh, Jesus! That is the only time... Hang on, I need to drop a flare. There we go. That's the only time those things have exploded this entire game. Have I been aiming for the wrong part of the explosive barrels? Did I need to aim for the valve? I mean, it would kind of make sense. It'd probably be the most sensible part of this entire fucking game. I don't know, I just get flashbacks a single time I tried Division 1. At the first boss, my brain just refused to accept the premise of him having that much health. Gameplay be damned. Division 1, very well known for having... What on earth? Oh. Division 1, very well known for having the spongiest of bullet sponges. If you created an oobleck purely designed to soak up bullets, you would create the bosses from the first Division game. I'm not even kidding, that's the worst part. I'm not even kidding. Oh! Oh no, the darkness was here. Thank you, Cynthia. I thought I saw it taken. Did I not see it taken?
I needed to get the generator running.
I thought the generator is running. Isn't that the whole deal with all of those, Ramirez, start the generator! Let's get a flare up and running. Limit reach. The limit will be reached when we're dragging a comical juice bag twice as big as we are. Hey, to be fair, those geology teacher coats have a lot of internal pockets. Oh, hi. Legendary shock. Shit. Flashbang, please. Gosh darn it. I'll finish this crumble now, I can. At least the checkpoint isn't so... like, the game's actually been really good on checkpointing. I can't fault the game on the checkpointing. I actually do like when games do that whole hand camera to tell you what you've unlocked or what you've started. I still think that while it's a very simple technique, it's a perfectly valid technique. Direct hit. Also, I think that one of the chainsaw guys ran into an electric cable. Yeah, well, it's explicit guidance rather than implicit guidance. So, implicit guidance, to be fair. Ah, you walked into the flare, the electric, you fucker. Fuck all of you. Let's get a chance to reload. Reloading! Hey, look.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Spoilers? God!
that now.
Oh. You run out of Taken to use, mate. I choose to think of them as trailers. To be fair, that's actually quite valid considering. Ah, son of a... You think she's panicking a bit? You think the darkness is panicking just a tiny bit? The dark presence is pissed.
Has never left you.
Hey, look. Definitely. Penetrative. That's a good word for it. Oh. Okay, we're here. No, that was the old lady. Hey, look, we're at the bridge to Dinah's Isle. I think. Oh wait, no, this not quite yet. I mean, it's safe to assume that's where we're going, though. Oh. Ah, yes. Ancient presence. The ancient presence never considered the strength of modern technology, like phosphorus-based flashbangs.
You can't win.
No, if I can give it a damn sight good try. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Think I can make the jump? Time it right?
You will fail.
Go.
It's all in your head. You're not missing.
Where are those birds? I can... I don't even know where the birds are. Yeah, it would be a lot more effective if it wouldn't be... Ah! Welcome to the other side! Oh, we're out of flares. Canonically used a flare gun. I'm not entirely sure a flare gun would work very well in a dimension of literal darkness. I mean, it might help.
Baby, you were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's
fine. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you.
Hi, Tom. So if Tom
You
Swift
must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
So if Tom... Oh.
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Mr. Scratch. No, it was a scratching sound. Deliberately so, it was a scratching sound. He's called Mr. Scratch. Oh, we're gonna learn a lot about him in the future. Bird. Hey look, Firmus. How'd you get me a Firmus? Metaphysical coffee. Literally, it's the only way you can get enough caffeine to work for this fucking government, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, I can hear the typing, it's very good.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you when you don't even love yourself? All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan! What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
Dark Presence trying to confuse the ever-loving shit out of Alan again. Remember, we are currently in the dark place. Diver's Isle. We are writing the world as we go.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
Your heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out. Take you back to the depths you came from.
Filled with darkness.
This is genuinely a really good section. I love it.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice! Alice! I'm coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
Now you will never get her back.
I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
No, the clicker, not the torch. The clicker.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
When you turn back time. Poor Rose.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
No, that was Agent What's-His-Face, Nightingale. But that's pretty much the last we see of him. At least for now. Can you fuckers see why I like this game so much? Jesus Christ!
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom.
Not bad.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom.
So, the ocean comment. This is why I kind of lean towards, well, okay.
Check ignition and may God's love
The... When he said that it's not a lake, it's an ocean. This is where some of those things with Nightingale's partner comes in. Where Nightingale's partner was seeing these nightmares and that, and these visions, wherever they were. So it's less the case that the dark space, the dark place, is... It's less of a reference, it's more just stating a fact. It's not that the dark place is just like contained in the bottom of the lake. No, it's an entire dimension. But the lake is one of the access points, and probably the bit where it's closest to the surface. Does that make sense? So, I'd like to think Alan isn't dead though, just has to find a way to write himself back without the darkness following. I was worried about the landing right until the end, but he didn't manage to stick that. It gets better though. For you see, we are not done. Alan... Yeah, I think Alan is the dark place, not Aitan. We are not done. We are done for tonight. But you see... There's an epilogue. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone outside and in between for joining me. Tomorrow we'll be playing both the Signal and the Riser. And then suddenly things might make a bit more sense. So, for now, I think that's a good time to call it. Actually, it took me less time than I expected, to be fair, but I suppose the Fido episode isn't actually that long. Let's see who's around to go and thing. I also... Tato, what? Oh, Foxmar. Okay, sorry, I did not hear you at all. As I was talking and I just lost me. Foxmar, let's go and... Foxmar's playing Hyrule Warriors. Let's have something a fair bit different from this. So, drop some Alpha raids in the chat if you got them. I really hope you lot join me tomorrow. I'll start streaming a bit earlier, maybe about 7 PM my time. And I will go from there. In brief, American Nightmare was some of what they had planned for Alan Wake 2, but knowing they couldn't do Alan Wake 2, they did American Nightmare. But we don't know if it's actually canon. Now that Alan Wake 2's been announced. I'll go into that when I play American Nightmare on Sunday. So thank you everybody. Have a good one and ta-ta now. Bye.